I'd like to welcome everyone today, and we want to begin today with an introduction. We have representatives here from Lima Sister Cities Association, Reverend Sandra Leichty and Keiko Hahn, and they're going to introduce the new volunteer that's been selected that will be representing our community as the English language teacher in Harimacho. So come up, ladies, and Jesse as well. We've had the good fortune for many years now to be in a position to recruit and select an individual who goes to Harimacho, literally is there for the entire school year. In many instances, folks have been able to, at least in several instances, they've been able to do so for several years. This past year's individual, I think, is only staying the 1 year, so we're in the process now of having a new individual go there on Lima's behalf to teach them how to pronounce Lima, which of course is a task.
Yes.
So, Reverend Leichty, please.
Thank you. Yes, Keiko and I are here today. We have the honor of introducing our new HET, Harimacho English teacher, Jesse McDaries. And Jesse, that name sounds very Irish.
It is.
Yes, so this is a wonderful time of year to be sending him near St. Patrick's holiday season. And Jesse is well qualified for this position. He graduated from Ohio State University. He has a major in political science. He's always been interested in Japan, and he did take my Japanese language course and also my Japanese culture history class here at the branch campus. He has been working the last 2 years, and he's applied for this position when we advertised, and he was selected amongst several qualified candidates to be our new English teacher to Japan. So I am going to ask Jesse to say a few words, how he feels about this new adventure. He leaves in 2 weeks, and we're working on a good flight for him to fly into Kansai International Airport, which is an airport built on a man-made island out in the bay just off of Kobe and Osaka cities. Okay, Jesse, come and say a few words.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. It's a little nerve-wracking when you think about it. You're like, wow, I'm really going to leave here in 2 weeks and do this. And it's been something I've wanted to do for quite a while. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll be a good time for everyone.
So what are you expecting your duties will entail?
Well, I'm expecting it'll probably include teaching English, drawing up lesson plans, and getting to know students a little bit better. So.
And how good, I mean, many of our teachers have not had Japanese.
That's true.
And you're going actually with some level of proficiency in Japanese. How comfortable are you with your Japanese skills?
It's been a few years, but I still remember most of the basics. I won't say I'm extremely proficient, but I can still read a decent amount of it. I could probably look it up in a dictionary real easily and figure out most of the words I don't understand. So.
Terrific. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to getting reports back from you every once in a while on
All
how
right.
things are going. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Berger.
Jesse is, I think, our 9th HET. And and this is provided by the Japanese government. They underwrite a salary for the teacher. They also provide an apartment and for the year. So it's a great opportunity. Now their school year goes from April 1st through
March, the following year.
Okay. And
40-day break in the summer.
okay, a 40-day break in the summertime. But and I've been to their schools, and it's a fascinating. I was actually there at the beginning of one of their school years, and I mentioned this to some local educators when I came back, actually. They kick off their school year with a formal set of ceremonies. Moms and dads show up in Sunday best, and the kids are all in uniforms, and they then talk about the importance of education, and there are a formal set of speeches, and that's the way they begin their year. It's completely unlike our approach, which often you've got fairly informal, kids are dropped off by parents and have a good time kind of approach. And there the children are very much given a sense of mission, their expectations of how they are not only going to behave, but their attitudes about education from the very start. So it's a pretty stark contrast to educational process here in the United States. But I'm sure you'll have a good time, Jesse. Congratulations. Chief Martin is here, along with other representatives of local law enforcement agencies. And gentlemen, if you want to come up, I know we've got several other agencies here to talk about the upcoming Coffee with a Cop.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning. We are continuing with the support of Lima Allen County Neighborhoods in Partnership, the program of Coffee with a Cop that is now going on to its third year. And we are actually very happy to continue to be involved in that. But it has really grown. Initially, it started out as involving a partnership with Lima Allen County Neighborhoods in Partnership, the Lima Police Department, the Allen County Sheriff's Department. But it has since actually grown into including all of the Allen County law enforcement agencies and the Allen County Chiefs of Police Association has partnered in this effort as well. And so that's why then this morning we have a couple of representatives from other law enforcement agencies, which I will let speak in just a moment. The next Coffee with a Cop is Saturday, March 21st from 10 a.m. to noon at the Shawnee Road McDonald's. And I will say that we were very careful to pick a date that did not conflict with this Saturday's Irish Day Parade, because we were afraid if people had to make a choice as to whether to come to the Coffee with a Cop event or the Irish Parade, we knew we'd lose that competition. So it will be the following Saturday after that. But again, from 10 a.m. to noon at the Shawnee Road McDonald's. Chief Mike Keith of the Shawnee Township Police Department was not able to be here today, but he has assured us that the construction is not going to keep people from being able to get into the McDonald's. So we would encourage everyone to come out, have a free cup of coffee, or two, or three if you like, and spend some time letting us know what's on your mind in terms of it can be issues regarding crime problems in your neighborhood, or it can be concerns that you may have with the way that law enforcement is conducted throughout the county, or just, again, even just questions of a general nature that maybe has been on your mind for a while and something you want to know. So we encourage as many people as can to come out. Know that?
Yeah, the Sheriff's Office truly believes this is a great way for the community to interact with law officers and explain some problems you may have that's a little harder to address when you call on the phone or we have an officer respond to your house. So this is a less informal setting where we can sit down and actually talk and discuss things, and we encourage everybody to come out. Thanks.
Cooperation amongst the public safety sector must not only extend between us, but with the community itself. So please come out and let us know what your concerns are so we can address them.
Great. Thank you. Thanks. Chief, are you doing the next one? Well, actually, we'll get some. Okay, please. We also now have is someone here from?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I didn't realize Wes was all right. Well, Wes, please come up. Wes is normally wearing a police department hat, but today he's wearing a different hat. And there is a special presentation being made to the DARE program. Wes.
Garrett Wyckoff Lodge 585 of the Free and Accepted Masons of Ohio, which I'm a member of. We feel it's very important to keep our kids safe in a protected area, and that they learn the right things. So with that in mind, we have charitable contributions that we make every year, and this year one of our charities that we've decided is we are going to support the DARE program, both at the police department and the sheriff's department. So I have a $2,000 check that I would like to present to the chief here, and that is for the DARE program here to help out with any equipment or supplies they may need.
How big is the lodge? Tell us a little bit about the Masons.
There are 3 Masonic lodges here in Lima. Our particular lodge has, I believe, right around 85 members. We meet twice a month, and it's all for good fraternity. One of the big charities that we represent, or I'm sorry, we sponsor, is the my mind just went blank. I'm so sorry. Special Olympics. I'm sorry, Special Olympics. So, but we're always our whole purpose is to try to do good in the community.
Very good. Well, thank you for your generous support.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Any comments? You want to talk about them?
First off, I'd just like to thank Lieutenant Bishop on behalf of the Masonic Lodge for the donation, and currently we just purchased DARE t-shirts for all the city school kids and also all the Catholic school kids, so that will help supplement the cost of those t-shirts. All the kids were pretty excited this week when I started handing the t-shirts out, so that donation works great right now. It came at a perfect time, and hopefully we'll be able to do that for the kids, because this is the first year in several years we've actually gotten the kids their DARE t-shirts. So they were pretty excited, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that. Thank you.
How many kids are you interacting with on a daily basis?
I teach just under 400 kids. So right now the DARE program, I started it right after Christmas break. The city school kids, I'm teaching the 4th grade classes in the city schools. The Catholic schools, mostly 5th, but 1 6th grade class. So it's about 385 kids total. So,
Terrific.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, the DARE program has been in existence for a long time, and it has, in fact, been an important part of community education around the whole question of avoiding drugs and alcohol. There's an interesting discussion underway, of course, across the country as we watch legalization efforts, and including here in Ohio. And I really think, regardless of what direction public policy takes on the question of legalizing drugs, as adults, as parents, I think the message of DARE will remain, that it is absolutely important for a successful life, that folks avoid drug abuse. And I want to, I guess, comment from the standpoint as well of an employer. As we talk about these things and the discussions around legalization happen, and I know there's even an effort here in Ohio to get it on the ballot, I don't think we should fool ourselves about the responsibilities that employers will have around continuing to make certain that their workforce is not intoxicated. So if anybody believes that legalization does away with drug testing as an employer, you just have to ask yourself, would you want a water treatment plant operator doped up? Would you want a driver of a snowplow intoxicated, whether it's on alcohol or marijuana. And I think, and you certainly don't want a fireman or a police officer. And I think this applies not just to the public sector, it also applies to most vocations in life. So this question, I think, will be one that's front and center for all of us in any organization as this debate goes on. Recently, I was also at an event where an economist was speaking about the fact that they are watching in Colorado and in Washington the impacts on economic development that will take place. Where will companies want to locate their businesses? And it's an open question right now, but I think the data, we've got an experiment underway. Those states have, in fact, and others have legalized the recreational use of marijuana, and the question will be, will employers find qualified, sober employees? Big question, and we're going to see it play out, and the data will be forthcoming. So I know as representing the city of Lima, my concern for a sober workforce is very real. We have a real responsibility to assure the public that the employees of the city provide those services that everybody depends upon in a safe and sober way. So just wanted to share that in the context of the fact that the DARE program is alive and well, and we want it to continue to be so. So thank you all for being here.